Welcome back to the channel that uncovers hidden stories behind the coins in your pocket and the treasures of world numismatics. Today, we explore a coin that may seem ordinary at first glance, but carries deep historical roots, intricate design, and collector appeal. Asterisk, we're talking about the 1961 5-cent coin from the United States of America, known to collectors and historians alike as the Jefferson Nickel or the 1961 Liberty Nickel. Asterisk, what makes this coin unique? What was happening in America in 1961? And how has this humble 5-cent piece earned its place in coin collecting circles today? Asterisk, let's begin a fascinating journey into one of the most widely circulated but often overlooked coins in American history, the 1961 Jefferson Liberty Nickel. Asterisk, Part 1. The birth of the Jefferson Nickel. Asterisk. To understand the 1961 Jefferson Nickel, we must first look back to 1938, the year this series of coins was born. Asterisk, prior to 1938. The Buffalo Nickel, featuring a Native American on the obverse and an American bison on the reverse, was in circulation. But after 25 years, the minimum time before a design change was permitted without congressional approval, it was time for a change. Asterisk, the United States Mint launched a competition to design a new 5-cent coin that would feature Thomas Jefferson, the third President of the United States and the principal author of the Declaration of Independence. Asterisk, Felix Schlag, a German-born American sculptor, won the competition. His design portrayed Jefferson on the obverse and his famous estate, Monticello, on the reverse. Asterisk, thus, in 1938, the Jefferson Nickel was officially introduced into circulation. It replaced the rugged Buffalo design with something neo-clean and distinctly presidential. Asterisk, Part 2. America in 1961. Historical context. Asterisk. Fast forward to 1961, the year that's stamped on our coin. Asterisk. It was a time of transformation in the United States. John F. Kennedy had just taken office as president, marking a generational shift in leadership. The country was entering the turbulent 1960s with optimism, energy, and deep underlying tensions. Asterisk, the Cold War was reaching new heights. Asterisk, the space race was intensifying. Asterisk, civil rights protests were gaining momentum across the South. Asterisk, and culturally, America was moving toward modernity, with television, rock and roll, and suburban expansion dominating the social landscape. Asterisk, against this backdrop, millions of coins were being minted, daily feeding the growing American economy. Among them was the 1961 Jefferson Nickel, symbol of continuity in a rapidly changing world. Asterisk. Part 3. Design of the 1961 Nickel. Asterisk. The design of the 1961 Nickel is elegant in its simplicity. Obverse front features a left-facing portrait of Thomas Jefferson, based on a Rembrandt Peale bust from 1800. Asterisk, to the left of his image, the motto "In God We Trust." Asterisk, to the right, the word "Liberty," followed by a small star, and the date, 1961. Asterisk, the edge is plain smooth, not reeded reverse back, dominated by the neoclassical structure of Monticello, Jefferson's home in Virginia. Asterisk, above the dome, the Latin phrase, e pluribus unum, meaning out of many, one. Asterisk, below Monticello, the name Monticello. Asterisk, further down, 5 cents, and United States of America. Asterisk, Jefferson's image projects thoughtfulness and gravitas. The Monticello building is rendered with architectural detail and balance. Together, they represent Jefferson not only as a president, but also as a philosopher, inventor, and Enlightenment thinker. Asterisk, Part 4. The minting process and mint marks. Asterisk, in 1961, Jefferson nickels were minted at 2 major facilities. Asterisk, 1. Philadelphia Mint, no mint mark. Asterisk, 2. Denver Mint, marked with a D on the reverse. To the right of Monticello. Asterisk, let's look at the mintage numbers. Philadelphia, no mint mark. Over 73 million coins were produced. Asterisk, Denver Mint, D, mint mark. A massive 229 million coins were minted, making it by far the more common version. There were also proof coins made in Philadelphia. Asterisk. These were minted for collectors using special dies and polished planchettes. Asterisk. 1961 proof. Nickels have a shiny, mirror-like finish and were sold in proof sets. Asterisk. While the coins were meant for circulation, a small number of them were kept by collectors, especially those in uncirculated or proof condition. Asterisk. Part 5. Metal composition and technical specs. Asterisk. The 1961 Jefferson Nickel continued the post-World War II. Composition: 75% copper, 25% nickel *. This alloy gives the coin a silver-like color, though it contains no silver. Technical details. Weight: 5.00 grams. Diameter: 21.2 thickness: 1.95 edge. Plain. This composition was stable from 1946 through 2003, except for some special commemorative issues. During World War II, 1942 to 1945, nickels were made of a silver alloy due to the wartime need for nickel in military applications, but that had ended 16 years earlier. Next coin.
The 1963 5-cent coin of the United States of America, also widely known as the Jefferson Nickel or Liberty Nickel *. You might have seen this coin before and overlooked it, but what if I told you it has a story that stretches back over to centuries? From the mind of a founding father to the minting presses of the early 1960s, this nickel represents far more than 5 cents. It's a symbol of heritage, legacy, and American craftsmanship. So sit back, relax, and join us as we explore the full history, design, production, and collectible value of the 1963 Jefferson 5-cent Liberty coin *. Part 1. Origins of the Jefferson Nickel *. The Jefferson Nickel was first introduced in 1938, replacing the earlier Buffalo nickel, which had featured a Native American chief and a bison. That design, while popular, was difficult to strike cleanly and caused wear issues during circulation. To mark the change, the U.S. Mint held a public design competition to feature Thomas Jefferson, the third President of the United States, and the author of the Declaration of Independence. His role in shaping the country's identity made him an ideal figure for a national coin *. The competition was won by Felix Schlag, an artist and sculptor whose design featured Jefferson on the obverse front and Monticello, Jefferson's famous Virginia home, on the reverse. The Jefferson Nickel went into production that same year and quickly became a familiar sight in American life. Part 2. America in 1963. Historical backdrop *. Now let's turn to 1963. The year stamped on the coin. This year was one of both promise and tragedy in American history. The country was at the peak of the Kennedy administration's new frontier, a time of rapid technological progress, civil rights advocacy, and global influence. Key events from 1963. Martin Luther King Jr. delivered his iconic "I Have a Dream" speech in Washington, D.C. The United States was deep into the Cold War and the space race against the Soviet Union. And most tragically, President John F. Kennedy was assassinated in Dallas on November 22, shaking the nation to its core. Amid this turbulence, the Jefferson Nickel remained a stable symbol of continuities, just as Jefferson himself represented order, Enlightenment ideals, and democratic foundations. Part 3. Design of the 1963 Jefferson Nickel *. The design of the 1963 Liberty Nickel stayed true to Felix Schlag's original concept. Obverse front, a left-facing profile of Thomas Jefferson to the left. The inscription, "In God We Trust," to the right. Liberty followed by a star, and the date, 1963 *. The portrait reflects Jefferson's classical ideals and seriousness of purpose. Reversed back, the neoclassical structure of Monticello, Jefferson's Virginia home. Above E pluribus unum, Latin for out of many. 1. Below Monticello, the word Monticello, at the bottom, 5 cents, and United States of America, *. This design was used unchanged for decades and became one of the most recognizable coin faces in U.S. history. Part 4. Minting and mint marks. The 1963 Jefferson Nickel was produced at two main U.S. mint facilities. 1. Philadelphia Mint, no mint, mark 2. Denver Mint, marked with a D on the reverse *. Let's look at the mintage numbers. Philadelphia no mint mark. Approximately 1 million coins were struck. Denver Mint, D mint, mark. Around 276 million. Nickels were produced, making it one of the most abundant issues of the early 1960s. There were also proof coins produced in Philadelphia, struck with special dies for collectors. These coins had a mirror-like surface and were not intended for general circulation. Part 5. Coin specifications. Here are the technical specifications of the 1963 Jefferson Nickel. Composition: 75% copper, 25% nickel weight, 5.00 grams diameter, 21.2 millimeters. Edge: plain, no reading shape. Round. Designer: Felix Schlag. Unlike the war nickels from 1942 to 1945, which contained silver due to metal shortages, the 1963 issue had the standard post-war copper-nickel composition. These specs remained unchanged for most of the 20th century. Asterisk Part 6. Error Coins and Varieties. 1963 also gave us some interesting mint errors and varieties that collectors love. 1. Full steps, FS Jefferson Nickels. Asterisk, these are coins where the Monticello steps on the reverse are fully visible and sharp. Asterisk, because most coins did not strike with full detail. Full steps, nickels are rare and worth much more. Asterisk. 2. Repunched, mint marks, RPMs. Asterisk, these occur when the mint mark was stamped more than once. Slightly miscellaneous asterisk seen mostly on 1963D nickels. Asterisk, values vary based on clarity and grade. Asterisk 3. Die cracks, or cuds, asterisk, occasionally. Worn dies produce coins with raised lines or blobs known as cracks or cuds. Asterisk, these are generally minor errors, but unique enough to add to a variety collection. Asterisk 4. Proof strike cameos. Asterisk, some 1963 proof coins exhibit deep cameo contrast frosty raised features. Against mirror-like fields, asterisks, these are especially prized in higher grades. PR 6-7 or above. Asterisk Part 7. Collector value in coin grading asterisk. So what is a 1963 Jefferson nickel worth today? Asterisk, let's break it down by condition. Circulated coins. Most 1963 nickels in circulation are worth 5 to 15 cents, unless they have an error. Asterisk mint state coins MS60, MS65. Asterisk a standard 1963 or 1963 D nickel in uncirculated condition can be worth $1 to $8. Asterisk common, but still collectible. Mint state with full steps MS66, full steps $40, $120, depending on strike. Asterisk MS67, full steps $300 or more, especially from Denver proof coins. Regular proof $2 to $5. Asterisk deep cameo or high grade proofs $10 to $50 plus asterisk error coins. Asterisk RPMs, off-center strikes, or DDO double die obverse errors in high grade may be worth $25 to several $100 depending on rarity. Asterisk, as always, values depend on grading, which you can have certified by top companies like PCGS or NGC. Asterisk Part 8. Why the 1963 nickel still matters. Asterisk why is the 1963 Jefferson nickel important in It's part of one of the longest-running coin series in U.S. history. It captures a moment in American time, just before the coinage redesigns of the mid-1960s. Asterisk, it was the last full year before major U.S. coinage reform, including the removal of silver from dimes and quarters in 1965. Asterisk, the Jefferson nickel represents consistency, legacy, and idealism, thanks to Jefferson's symbolic place in American thought. Asterisk, even in an age of digital currency, coins, like the 1963 nickel, serve as physical reminders of values, history, and identity. Part 9. How to collect Jefferson nickels. Interested in collecting Jefferson nickels? Here are some tips. 1. Build a set. Try assembling one coin from each year from 1938 onward. Don't forget mint marks and proofs. Asterisk 2. Look for full steps. Asterisks, these are rarer and worth much more. Use a magnifier to check. Monticello. Asterisk 3. Study errors and varieties. Asterisk 1963 DRPMs and 1963 full-step nickels are both fun and valuable to chase. Asterisk 4. Store coins properly. Asterisk use acid-free holders, albums, or slabs for long-term preservation. 5. Stay graded and certified. If you think you have a high grade or error coin, get it graded by PCGS or NGC. Asterisk over time, your collection could grow not only in value but in historical significance. Asterisk, and there you have it. The complete story of the 1963 Liberty Nickel, a 5-cent coin that reflects America's past and stands strong through generations of change. Asterisk from its presidential portrait to its architectural reverse, from its Cold War context to its minting precision, the 1963 Jefferson Nickel remains a beloved classic in U.S. coin history. Asterisk, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more deep dives into the coins that made history. Share this with fellow collectors and let us know in the comments. Do you have a 1963 Jefferson Nickel in your collection? Next, coin asterisk. The 1994 Jefferson 5-cent coin, known by many as the 1994 Liberty Nickel. Asterisk, it may just be 5 cents, but this coin carries decades of design evolution, historical context, and numismatic appeal. Asterisk, how does a small copper nickel coin minted in 1994 tell the story of a nation? Let's dive deep into the background, design, minting, errors, and collectible value of the 1994 Liberty Nickel from the United States of America. Asterisk, Part 1. The Jefferson Nickel Legacy. Asterisk, to understand the 1994 Liberty Nickel, we must first revisit the origin of the Jefferson Nickel series, which began in 1938. Asterisk, that year The U.S. Mint retired the iconic Buffalo nickel and introduced a new design featuring Thomas Jefferson, the third U.S. president. The winning design came from Felix Schlag, a sculptor whose design showcased Jefferson's profile on the obverse and his Virginia home, Monticello, on the reverse. Asterisk from 1938 through 2003, the Jefferson nickel remained relatively unchanged, making it one of the longest-running coin designs in American history. Asterisk by the time we reached 1994, this coin had become a familiar part of everyday life in the U.S., passed across cash registers, vending machines, and pockets for over 5 decades. Asterisk Part 2, America in 1994, a snapshot in time. Asterisk the year 1994 was one of major transitions in American society. Bill Clinton was in his second year as president. The North American Free Trade Agreement, NAFTA, had just gone into effect. Technology was rapidly advancing. America was on the brink of the internet boom. MTV's, grunge music, and cable television were shaping the cultural scene. Asterisk in this energetic and evolving environment, the U.S. Mint continued its coin production, including tens of millions of Jefferson nickels, bearing the image of one of the most influential founding fathers in American history. Asterisk, the 1994 Jefferson nickel is a reflection of stability in a rapidly changing America traditional design in a futuristic age. Asterisk, Part 3. Obverse design. Jefferson's profile. Asterisk, let's closely examine the design of the obverse front of the 1994 nickel. Asterisk, the portrait is of Thomas Jefferson. Facing left, along the left side, the motto, "In God We Trust." On the right, the word Liberty, a small 5-pointed star, and the date, 1994. Asterisk, the edge of the coin is plain. Asterisk, this version of Jefferson is dignified and stoic, symbolizing strength, independence, and intellectual leadership. Asterisk, although the portrait was updated slightly in earlier years for better clarity and striking detail, the 1994 design remained close to the original vision of Felix Schlag, maintaining that iconic presidential look. Asterisk, Part 4. Reverse design, Monticello. Asterisk, the reverse back of the 1994 nickel displays one of the most recognizable buildings in American coinage, Monticello, Jefferson's home. Asterisk centered at the top is the Latin motto, E pluribus unum, meaning out of many. 1. Asterisk in the middle, a detailed depiction of Monticello. Asterisk below it, the word Monticello. Further down, 5 cents and United States of America. Monticello isn't just a building, it represents Jefferson's legacy as an inventor, philosopher, and architect. The image is meant to reflect the ideals of enlightenment and classical knowledge that Jefferson cherished. Asterisk, this side of the coin speaks not just of value, but of vision. Part 5. Mint marks and production numbers. In 1994, Jefferson nickels were minted at 3 different U.S. mint locations. Asterisk 1. Philadelphia, no mint mark. Asterisk 2. Denver D. Mint mark. Asterisk 3. San Francisco S. Mint mark for proof coins. Let's look at the production figures. Philadelphia Mint, no mint mark. Mintage, 722,940,000 coins. These are the most commonly found 1994 nickels. Asterisk, Denver Mint, D mark. Asterisk, mintage, 789,888,000 coins, slightly more than Philadelphia. San Francisco, Mint S proof coins, only mintage, 2,484,594. These coins were produced using special dies and sold in proof sets never meant for circulation. Asterisk, the mint mark can be found on the obverse, just to the right of Monticello. Starting in 1968, the mint mark moved from the reverse to the obverse. Asterisk, Part 6. Metal composition and specifications. Asterisk. The 1994 Jefferson nickel follows the same standard metal composition used since the end of World War II, 75% copper, 25% nickel. Asterisk, this copper nickel alloy gives it a shiny silver appearance, although there is no actual silver content. Asterisk specifications: weight, 5.00 grams, diameter, 21.2 millimeters. Asterisk edge, plane thickness, 1.95 millimeters, durable and corrosion resistant. This alloy has allowed billions of nickels to survive decades in circulation. Asterisk. Part 7. Errors and varieties. What collectors hunt for. Asterisk. Although the 1994 Jefferson nickel was mass-produced, a few interesting errors and varieties have caught the eye of collectors. 1. Off-center strikes. Coins struck off-center are rare and collectible. Asterisks depending on the percentage off and date, visibility. They can range in value from $5 to $100 plus. Asterisk. 2. Clipped planchettes. Asterisk occurs when the coin blanc is improperly punched, resulting in a bite taken out of the edge. Asterisk usually worth $10 to $50, depending on the severity. Asterisk 3. Die cracks or cuds. Asterisk, these are minor defects in the die that appear as raised lines or blobs on the coin. Asterisk, interesting but generally of low value and less prominent. 4. Full steps designation, coins, showing 5 or 6 fully defined steps at Monticello's base are rare for circulation coins. Asterisk, a 1994 nickel with full steps in mint state, 65 or higher, can command $50 to $150 or more at auction. Part 8. Grading and coin values. So, what is the 1994 Jefferson nickel worth today? Let's explore by grade and variety. Circulated coins. Asterisk, in average circulated condition, it's worth 5 to 10 cents, essentially face value. Asterisk, mint state uncirculated coins. Asterisk, MS60, MS64, 50 cents to $1. Asterisk, MS65, MS66, $1.50 to $5. Asterisk, MS67, with full steps, $20, $2.75 MS68 FS rare, up to $300 plus. Proof coins. San Francisco Mint S. Asterisk, standard 1994 S proofs, $1 to $3. Asterisk, deep cameo or PR 69/70ths, $10 to $30 plus. Asterisk, certified grading by agencies like PCGS or NGC can significantly increase market value, especially for FS full steps coins. Asterisk, Part 9. Collector tips and long-term outlook. Asterisk, if you're considering collecting Jefferson nickels, especially the 1994 issue, here are some key tips. Asterisk 1. Look for FS quality. Full steps nickels are highly desirable and challenging to find in circulation. Asterisk 2. Store properly. Use non-PVC flips or archival quality holders. Asterisk 3. Avoid cleaned coins. Cleaning reduces collector value. Asterisk 4. Proof sets. Consider acquiring 1994 proof sets for a full PREM/IUM view of that year's mint products. Asterisk 5. Collect by series. Building a full Jefferson nickel set from 1938 to 2003 is a rewarding project. Asterisk, with over 1.5 billion nickels minted in 1994, it's not rare, but high-grade examples with full steps and era varieties are collectible. Asterisk, Part 10. The legacy of the 1994 Liberty nickel. Asterisk, so, what does the 1994 5-cent Jefferson Liberty coin represent? Asterisk, it's a coin from a nation on the edge of a digital revolution, a carryover from a classic design era, a small metal artifact with presidential honor, classical design, and national pride. Asterisk, while many might overlook it, numismatists know better. Every 5-cent piece carries value, not always in dollars, but in history, culture, and continuity. Asterisk, the Jefferson nickel's longevity, paired with its simple but iconic design, has made it a pillar in the world of American coin collecting. Voiceover, coins are more than currency, they're tiny messengers from the past. Asterisk, the 1994 Jefferson Liberty nickel may be common, but it tells uncommon stories about a nation, a president, and a design that endured across generations. Asterisk,